What's going on, everybody? The videos that you see in this, the clips you saw first, those were clips of some of the lightning we got last night. I'm sure you guys are all aware of all the storms and stuff going on right now, with Irma making its way to Florida at the time of this video, and the ones that were just affected Texas. But yeah, we're getting a lot of the fallout of that, a lot of rain. And so there was lightning storms last night, and it was really pretty to watch, but at the same time there was some badass lightning. So anyways, in this video we are going to talk about why I don't want to run high boost on the stock twin turbos, and why I just want to go ahead and go single. I had somebody ask me why I don't just go run more boost on the twins. So anyway, stay tuned for that, guys. We're gonna be talking about that in a little while. I gotta go get gas right now, and yeah, so stay tuned. What's going on, guys? I got an angry Prius driver coming up on me right here. When I pulled out onto the highway, I nailed the car and flew by that dude doing like 100, and anyway, now he keeps trying to like pass me and everything like that, and I'm just doing 80 right now, so I'm not really going all of that fast, and he keeps trying to like creep up on me. Anytime I get down to about 70, he tries to come around me, but he just can't do it, and I can tell it's making him mad. Man, gotta love Prius drivers. Booster, bro. Man, there is something wrong with this car and its fuel. I don't know, I'm only getting like 190, 200 miles to the tank, and I understand, you know, like that could be reasonable, you know, if I was running like a built motor and fat turbo and stuff like that, but I'm not. So either this pump back here is not sucking fuel from the other side of the tank, or my car is just running like dookie. So I don't know. Anyways, gonna head home, and we will break into today's topic. Man, if there's one thing that I can say is a good thing coming from all this bad weather we've been having and the storms, is it is gorgeous out here right now. The weather is so good. We're in Mississippi, right? So it is about 72 degrees right now, and it is 2 o'clock in the afternoon, or 1:30 in the afternoon. And so that is actually really cool for Mississippi. It's usually humid as balls and about 85 to 90 degrees right now this time of year. So yeah, it's a good thing about all this weather. You know, I'm hoping and praying that everybody over there in Houston is going to be doing better here in the coming weeks. It's a bad deal what they had going on over there, but everybody's going to make it, I think. And so anyway, today we are going to put the rear seats back into the car from where I was working on that fuel leak. And we're going to also put the plug cover back on, and then I'm going to talk to you guys about why I don't want to run high boost on the stock twins. And so yeah, stay tuned. All the damn love bugs though. All the cooler weather has brought out all the love bugs, and they love my car because it's white. This motor is actually very ugly without the 2JZ cover on it. So anyway, yeah, now we're going to put that on next. it looks much better that way. Got my Cletus McFarland signature on it. I actually took this plug cover with me to the ice cream cruise and got him to sign it, which I think is awesome. So yeah, got the cover back on. Motor looks a ton better, and so I'm gonna elaborate on my plan for the turbo swap. I know I said I was gonna fix the AC and everything at the same time I did the turbo swap. Well, it's probably gonna be after, simply because when I fix the AC, I'm gonna take the AC box out, and I don't know if you can see it, but right there you can see my heater core is all bashed up from where this turbo and everything sits. And so when I'm in the AC box, I want to replace the heater core with a brand new heater core, so that way my heater core won't be bypassed and I'll have working heat during the winter. But I can't do that before I do the turbo swap, because if I put a new one in there, once again it'll hit the turbos and everything like that. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the turbos out and all that, and we're gonna take the motor out, then take the turbos off, and we're gonna do everything to do with the motor, and we're gonna put it back in and have all that stuff done, and then we're gonna work on the AC. But while the motor is out, we're also going to fix the power steering pump, mount my new power steering reservoir, and get the power steering all hooked up and everything like that. So that's going to be the game plan, and then we're going to take the AC, we're going to take the dash out, then we're going to take the AC box out and go through it and replace everything that needs to be replaced. But I don't really know anything about AC systems, so that's going to be a fun one. So today's topic: why I don't want to run high boost on the stock twins. It's actually a pretty simple one, but I get a lot of people that ask me, why aren't you running high boost on the twins? You can make almost 400 horsepower just on the stock twins. I mean, you can't really make more than 410, 420 at the wheel on the stock twins, because that's around the time that they're going to blow up, and running them at those levels are pretty dangerous. You can consistently make about 380 to 390 wheel out of the twins, though, at a safe level, at about 16 psi if you have full bolt-ons, front mount intercooler and everything. So I don't want to run stock twins because, as you guys can see from the videos and everything like that, I drive this car pretty regularly. So I don't want to run high boost on the stock twins because I want to get all my single turbo parts in before I pull the motor out, to minimize the amount of downtime that I have when I'm doing the turbo swap. So I don't want to run high boost and grenade those turbos and then the car just be sitting and broke before I'm ready to pull the motor out and do the single turbo. I plan to do the single turbo in about a month. There is an event here on the Mississippi coast. Right now, at the time of this video, it is September 6th. And so October, I want to say it's the 6th or 7th or something like that, the first weekend of October, there is a big car event on the coast here in Mississippi, and it's called Cruising the Coast. Yeah, very original name. But it is a national car event. People from all over the country bring their cars down, show cars, street cars, tuners, drag cars, everything you can think of comes, and they just rip and roar up and down the coast for a week. It is a week-long event, but the last weekend is the weekend where everybody wants to go. That's where you see all the cool cars and stuff like that. And their car shows and everything like that. And so I want to take this car down there on the stock twins and piddle around on my 320, 330 horsepower and just hang out and have a fun time, record that, and then come back and then do the motor swap, or not the motor swap, the turbo swap. And so that's my plan for that, and I don't want to blow these turbos up before then. And because it's very known with the 2JZ twin turbos, or at least the JDM ones anyway, they blow up really easy because the wheels are made of ceramic, whereas the wheels on the US 2JZs are made of steel. They last a lot longer and can run higher boost levels. You can't really run higher than about 17.5 psi on the JDM twins, and so I'm not trying to blow these up before I go to that event, because I would love to take my car down there, because I was planning on going to it last year with the car, but I didn't actually have the swap done and everything in time. Last year, and for most of the first half of this year, the car sat. I didn't get the swap done until April or March of this year, and so the car sat for a few months, and I'm trying to avoid it sitting for that long again. Granted, there's a whole lot less work to do this time with the single turbo swap, but I still expect the car to be down for a week or two while I do the swap. And so that's why I don't want to run high boost, because I'm trying to do it on a timeline. I hope you guys understand. I would love to see what these things do, you know, on high boost before I pull them out, you know, one last hurrah. But at the same time, I don't really care that much. You know, I'd rather have a good, reliably working car. That's part of why I'm doing the single turbo swap, not necessarily just to make more power, but it's one less, you know, thing to worry about. These motors are very much known to be very stout and very reliable. And not only that, for the most part, for maintenance and stuff, they're pretty cheap to work on too. So the motor is known to reliably take 700 to 800 horsepower, but when you get into that range, that's where, you know, that's kind of where you want to stop. I think the world record's 1,000 and something horsepower. I think it's 1,080 wheel horsepower for this motor on the stock block. But I don't ever want to run remotely close to that. So yeah, I'm trying to keep the car reliable, at the same time keep the car fun. So getting rid of the unreliable turbos and going with a good tested single turbo setup. And then I know everybody keeps asking me if I plan to run a standard or whatever, and after the single turbo swap I have a few things in mind that I want to do, and a standard is one of them. I know off the top of my head 3 things I want to do is I want to do wheels and tires, I want to do a standard, and I want to do a standalone setup with the computer. And I don't know which one's going to come first, the standard or the standalone setup, because both of them are going to cost around about the same amount of money. Or actually the standalone might probably be a little bit cheaper than a standard swap. But anyways, that's the plan for the car. And I hope you can understand why I don't want to run stock twins at a high horsepower level. I just want to put the single on it and just have fun. So anyway, if you like the videos, guys, subscribe for more. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. Tune in for more videos. Share the videos if you want. Get the word out. Trying to grow the channel as much as I can. So anyway, guys, have a good day. Peace.